You're talking about a lot of resources that are going into something that will last in a landfill or a scrapyard for a very long time.
Right.
So when you have a more compact car, you're not using as much of the resources. You're not using all of the necessities that you need in a car that's 3 times as big. In DC with the parking situation would be ideal. That's really what you look at.
Exactly.
Like your location, your geographic location really depends on what you think of when you come to a vehicle. I sold both my cars when I moved out here because public transportation. But in a place like New York, if you don't have that ability or you have to drive somewhere, you know, when you got to park on a street, parking a Buick
forget about it.
You just can't do it.
Yeah,
There's no way to do it, you know. or from my experience, when you live in, you know, a place like San Francisco, it's the same concept.
Right.
You know, you need something that's more compact, more available to be.
This is so easy to park. You have to get used to the small spaces you can actually fit into. I didn't believe it, and then I kept squeezing into smaller and smaller places.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah.
I can totally fit in there.
Exactly. So,
are the smart cars, are they electric or are they hybrid? What are they?
This is just a gas car, and then they have an electric.
You said it's taking gas. Is there like, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. Is there like electric spots for like gas stations whatsoever? For like electric cars or something like that?
There's not, like charging stations are starting to grow, but they're not in a lot of places. It's little, that's the thing that's really cool about this. Like in terms of like a transition vehicle, it's inexpensive, it's really sustainable, it gets great gas mileage, and you can fill it up anywhere.
What is the horsepower on it? Like how fast does it pick up when you get on the highway?
It picks up pretty good.
I think that's another concern about the automotive industry, that we have this drive to go faster, like we talked about.
Right.
And where do you really need that? I think the most I've ever had legally, California has a 75. Most of their highways are 75. Where am I ever going to need 160? Where? You know what I mean? And I think
in like a, you know.
I don't drive on the Autobahn, and I'm not a NASCAR
If you're
or a
being
stock car
it is important
or a
to get up to
drifter
speed
or,
quickly,
you know what
like,
I mean?
on the-
But the thing is, optimizing horsepower has nothing to do with whether you can max out your...
Well, this one,
I want this to be as powerful as a Suburban, but with that kind of car.
so they've let me drive it around. I've driven it everywhere. I went to the West Coast, from LA to Seattle. I was from North Carolina to Louisiana, and now I'm doing it on the northeast.
It's the real deal.
That's remind me of like a clown car. Like, say how many people we can fit in here. So, I think that's going against the grain of the you know, conventional methods and what you think of a car. You know what I mean? And I think that's really a great thing about this company, is they're challenging the boundary of the consumer.